Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Coach Talia Sage, certified life coach, using my natural gifts of intuition and reading the tarot to help you navigate through life's up and downs in order to help you create your best life possible. Today's video message will be messages from your shadow self. What is your shadow self trying to tell you? Before we get into this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. It lets YouTube know that you like what you see and that you want to see more of it, and it helps me to reach out and help as many people as possible, which is the ultimate goal, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, so the shadow self. If you're someone who's been on this spiritual journey like I have, you probably know what the shadow self is. If you are new to this, then I suggest maybe you look up shadow work, shadow self, and get more information about it, because just you clicking on this video signifies to me that you are in some sort of shadow phase of your life. You are reconciling some parts of yourself that have maybe been hidden. And for me, the shadow self are really those parts of ourselves that we hide away because of fear, typically fear of rejection. We were taught at an early age or by society that certain attributes of ourselves were not acceptable, so we hide them away. We try to be perfect, so to speak. But what I've learned is that those shadow sides of ourselves, they are the very things that help us to get to know ourselves better, to understand ourselves better, understand our needs, understand our wants, maybe even our purpose in life. And the more that we learn to accept those parts of ourselves, love those parts of ourselves, the more balanced we'll feel and the happier we will be. So, for your shadow messages today, we will have 3 group options. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3. Group 1 is Truth, card 34. Group 2 is Grounding, card 3. And Group 3 is Resistance, card 22. As usual, use your intuition to choose the card or multiple cards that are calling out to you. If you're drawn to more than one card, that is okay. Just know that that means that you have messages across different piles. Always take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. However you decide to choose your card is the best way for you. So don't overthink it, don't second guess it. You can choose based on the numbers 1, 2, or 3, based on the image of the card, the numbers on the card, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. However you decide to choose, it's the right way, all right? And it's going to be unique to everyone. So, as usual, timestamps will be posted in the description box. Feel free to find your timestamp. It'll fast you forward to your messages, and I will see you at your selected pile. Hello, Group 1. If you chose this Truth card, these will be your messages from your shadow self. I've already pulled some oracle cards, which we will get into after I channel messages from here, and then we may also end with some tarot messages. We'll just see what happens. But Truth. There's a truth that you need to admit to yourself, a truth that you maybe need to see. You might be looking at things from the wrong perspective, so to speak. If you can look at this card, she is sitting here with like a seed and a whole bunch of fog around her, a whole bunch of mist around her. But then on the reflection down below, what is there is all of this abundance and lushness I feel like there may be some situation in your life where you are not seeing the full scope of something. You might be looking at something very, what is the word? Like you're really zoned in on maybe one detail and not looking at the full scope, not looking at something from a broader perspective. Might be judging a situation based on one microscopic, I don't want to say microscopic because it's not, right? Everything is important to us. But it could be one microscopic event within like a whole lifetime of something. I feel like it's the truth about the seeds that you have planted. I feel with this 34, the 34 reduces to a 7. That tells me that you're really going through a spiritual awakening right now, deepening yourself on a spiritual level, maybe going through some emotional development as well, because I believe, in my opinion, that emotional growth and spiritual growth go hand in hand. There's a the 34 is also telling me, the 3 is telling me that it's really time to focus on yourself. You might be pointing fingers at someone else or a situation. It could be romance, friendship, work related even. Focusing on something outside of you is really what it is, instead of focusing on yourself. And you're really being called to focus on yourself right now. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Make sure that you're moving your body, eating right, staying healthy, drinking plenty of water. But also, this truth, the 4 is telling me that this truth will create much stability. Maybe there's something in your life that you are catastrophizing, that you're just not grounded in the situation. You may even be drawn to pile 2. I haven't made that pile yet, but something's telling me you might be drawn to pile 2. Where you're making a situation out to be so much bigger than it really is, than it needs to be. And I feel like this is just a blimp within that situation. Like it doesn't have to, how do I say this? So in coaching certification and just in life in general, I've learned that oftentimes our perception of things is rarely the truth of reality. And I feel like that's what is happening with you a little bit. You might be fighting with yourself about your perception on a matter, making it bigger than it is, or there could be things within a situation that could change for the better, but maybe you're not speaking up on it, and it's causing it to be a bigger problem in your head, in your mind, in your emotions than it really needs to be. But let's see what your oracle cards have to say. You have Mortality, card 42. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. Next, you have Perseverance with the crown chakra. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Followed by Soulmates, card 41. And Observer, card 49. You might be in a relationship right now. This could be romantic, friendship, or even career-based, where you are questioning it. You might be going through a rough patch in any of these areas and questioning it. You're really being called to really look for the truth in a situation. I feel like I'm really getting that vibe of you're looking at one small detail in the grand scope of something. You might have some issues around trust, around healthy, committed, stable relationships. You could find yourself in the first healthy, committed, stable relationship that you've ever been in, and it's new to you, and you could be afraid. I feel like your shadow self is really calling you to observe your own feelings within some sort of partnership. We have lots of 4s on the board, which speaks to me about stability, security, safety. Do you fear stability? Is it so foreign to you that you don't know what it looks like? I'm feeling like a catastrophizing vibe, making a mountain out of a molehill type of situation. And the perseverance is telling me that like any relationship that is long lasting, worth having, it takes perseverance, because as I said, the way that we see things are rarely ever the truth of reality. And your truth is going to be different than someone else's. And somewhere in the middle is the real truth. So I feel like you're being called to allow yourself to see the brightness in life. You might be someone who just feels like things are going to go wrong. Things are rarely going to work out the way that you want them to work out. But that's not the truth of what's happening, I feel like. I feel like you may be someone who just has more of like a morbid view on life. Probably because you've been through a lot of things. You've had some crappy relationships, some crappy situations. And that has caused you to put these walls up, put this guard up. Almost always having one foot out the door, so to speak, so someone else cannot hurt you. So you might be someone who's always like, I'm going to leave the situation or hurt them before they hurt me. And I feel like that's not what's happening here. And your shadow self is calling you to really look at these parts of yourself. All right, your first card out is the 5 of Needles, otherwise known as the 5 of Wands in reverse. Followed by the Page of Cups in reverse. The Devil. And then the Hanged Man in reverse. This is exactly what I was already feeling. You got that little devil on your shoulder telling you that some situation in your life is not working out, making you catastrophize, sending you to this place of, should I stay or should I go? This isn't the right place for me. But that's due to a lack of love that you received, lack of acceptance. That's due to fear of past relationships, past jobs, whatever it is for you, that hurt you, that did not work out, where this Five of Wands here is telling me that you are battling against yourself. You're fighting against yourself in a situation. And it's because of this low vibe energy of fear, of maybe even questioning if you are lovable, if you really deserve the stable, committed partnership, if it's real even, because it's not what you've experienced in the past. The Hanged Man in reverse is telling me that you're not looking at this from the right point of view. So what your shadow self would like you to do is to really sit with yourself. Get honest with yourself. Are you looking at this situation from the best vantage point? Are you catastrophizing, making bigger issues out of something small, right? You could just have had an argument with someone, just not be seeing eye to eye with someone, or with someone. It's really feeling like relationship based in some way, but it could do with any partnership, where you were it's making you second guess things out of fear that the past is going to repeat itself, fear that they're going to leave you before you leave them. I'm feeling some imposter syndrome even, like, maybe this other person, this people, whatever, will wake up one day and realize that you're not as great as you portray yourself to be, that you're not as perfect as you pretend to be. And I feel like you don't need to be perfect in this situation. They accept you just the way that you are. You're being called to accept yourself and to persevere, push through these emotions, because I feel like you may be someone who gets in a pattern of self-sabotaging yourself. You might get something good, and then in your mind you start telling yourself all the ways that you're going to fail, or all the ways that they're going to hurt you. And life is too short. It's time to look at the brighter side of life, to not look at life so morbidly. Because the truth of the matter is that you are blossoming. This situation, whatever it is, it will blossom. This is just a small snippet in the time of how this relationship is going to grow and expand. So persevere through your own limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, whatever it is that you're battling with yourself on. Find the real truth of the matter and live in that truth. You may seek a therapist or a counselor, or even a life coach such as myself. If you'd like to work with me, my email is listed in the description box. But you're coming out of this on top, is what I'm feeling. You're going to overcome these feelings, work through them, accept them for what they are, so that you can heal them and move on and have a very prosperous existence, very fruitful existence within either this relationship or a future relationship that may be coming in once you heal these issues within yourself over a past relationship. So group 1, these have been your messages from your shadow self. Please let me know if this resonated for you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Hey group 2, if you chose this grounding card, these will be messages from your shadow self. What does your shadow self want to tell you? I have already pulled some oracle cards that we will get to in a minute, and then we will pull some tarot if I am so called to do so. So this card recently came out in my intuitive cookie decorating video, I believe. So you may want to check out that video. Grounding. You may be living too much in your head, daydreaming, fantasizing, not taking care of yourself enough even. The 3 lets me know that self-care is involved here. Are you exercising enough? Or just moving your body. I hate using the word exercise because I hate exercise. But are you moving your body enough? Are you drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, eating enough fresh fruits and vegetables, taking mental breaks when you need mental breaks, making time for fun and not overworking yourself? You may be a creative who's trying to create something, bring something forth into the world, an artist, a content creator, a healer of some sort, light worker perhaps. The 3 is also telling me that you need to co-create with the universe. So is there something that you want to bring forth into the world, that you want to birth into this world? Could even be a child, right? That you're not putting in your full effort to make it happen. Co-creating with the universe means that we first have to take those first steps ourselves. So then that the universe can meet us part way. Are you wishing and fantasizing about something but not putting in those steps, group 2? We will see what the cards say. All right, your first card out is Go the Distance, 47. Then you have Loneliness, I know that I am never alone. And Who in the World Are You? In reverse, card 19. Getting to know the new you. Want it to show itself in reverse. Group 2. I feel like you're someone who has recently gone through some sort of maybe an ego death. If you don't know that phrase, you might want to look it up, that term. You might want to look it up. You may be just came out of a situation, something maybe just ended in your life, and you are trying to figure out who you are. You may be feeling lonely. You may be feeling like you don't have enough support around you at this time. You may be feeling anxious, depressed, worried, overwhelmed, fear. Your shadow self is coming to let you know that it is okay to feel all of those things. Transitions, moving from one place to another, is hard. Making something, creating something from that start to finish is difficult. You may be in a phase right now where things seem slow. You feel alone. Maybe people around you are busier than they usually are and not there for you like they typically would be. Maybe, like I said, you have just ended some sort of relationship, romantic, friendship, family, even career, work, business. But the shadow self is coming to let you know that it's time to embrace this loneliness. First off, the loneliness won't last forever. We all go through phases in our lives where we are busier than normal. We go through busy phases and slow phases. It's like the tides of the ocean. The tide comes in, the tide recedes. You're in this receding part where it's giving you the time that you need to figure out who you are, what you want to do, who you want to be, what you want to create. It's the time to get to know yourself all over again. This 19 here reduces to a 10, which tells me that you are at the end of a phase in your life and starting a new journey. The 1 and the 9, we can break that down even further. The 1 is all about a new journey, and the 9 is all about an end coming in as well. There's some part of your life, some phase of yourself, your being, that is ending. And it is putting you into this place of fear. I feel like you are frozen with fear. Once again, yes, please go watch that intuitive cookie decorating video. But right now is the time for you to reevaluate yourself, your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and put in that work. Being lonely, feeling alone, feeling apart from people is just the universe's way of giving you the time that you need. It's helping you to preserve your energy to finish this race, because you are about to birth something. You're about to create something, whether that is a new way of showing up in the world, a new business idea, going back to school perhaps, even just improving yourself, even starting a new relationship, whether that's romantic or friendship. It's something new is starting for you. And you're being called to not give up, to not let fear paralyze you through this time. Because if you put in the work now, meet the universe halfway, it will meet you halfway. This 47 here reduces to an 11. The 11 it's like that magic number. First off, beginnings, but also that you are being divinely guided and protected during this time. Your shadow self really wants you to ground your energy, to come back to a center yourself. You might want to do some breathing meditations, do something creative. If you're already not a creative, trying to create, get out and do something creative. Take an art class, go to a workshop, do something that grounds you into this present moment, that makes you feel good and happy, brings the joy back into your life in this present moment. You could try earthing, going outside, putting your feet in the soil, just going out for walks, focusing on nature. But especially when you are feeling yourself get into these maybe anxiety states, worrying states, keeping yourself up at night, move your body. Do something that moves your body. Dance. Clap. Stomp your feet. I'm seeing like African dancing with this card. Maybe that's something that you've always been interested in. You could take a class. You could watch a video. Let's get some tarot cards out to see if there's any further messages. Embrace the loneliness. You are never really alone. Like the card says, there's spirit around you. There's people there. They just may be busy right now. Don't let yourself get up in your head thinking that you are alone, because there's always people around. You can always reach out for help, whether that is a counselor or a therapist or a certified life coach as myself. If you really feel that there's no one around you to speak to, all right, your first card here is the King of Potions, King of Cups. You're being called to really own your feelings, own your emotions, and to control them. Control your emotions, not let them control you. I feel like you are in a period of your life right now where you are you're learning how to work with energy, whether you realize it or not. The energy that you put out is the energy that you will receive back. So if you're focusing on the fear, the anxiety, the worry, you're going to get more of that. If you're focusing on I'm lonely, you're going to get more of that. But if you are able to control your thoughts and see the beauty in what's happening, the positive in what's happening, that you have people around you, they're just busy right now, or you get to start over, making a new name for yourself, creating a new life for yourself. What's I gonna say? Just seeing the beauty and the positive in whatever is happening in your life right now is going to lead you to a deep spiritual lesson, emotional lesson that's going to come in handy for you in the future, because it is the first steps to manifesting. Next, we have the Four of Presents in reverse. This is yet again you releasing control. You are feeling anxious, fear, worried because you're trying to control situations. You want things to happen exactly as you want them to happen. But that is not how life goes. And the sooner you're able to accept that, flow with everything that's happening, the sooner you will obtain the dreams, the hopes, the aspirations that you have for yourself. Because nothing will stop you. You will be unstoppable. Let's see if this card has any message. Okay, go the distance. It says, relationship message. You either are in or are calling in a harmonious relationship that can stand the test of time, for better or worse, as you ride the ups and downs and even strain, break yourself, and are remade in new growth. You are being redeemed by the power of regeneration. That's that new beginning, regenerating yourself. Harmony does not mean there will never be a wrong note played by the relationship, but the relationship is marked by endurance and dedication to overall unity. A new song can be written, an instrument can be tuned, and the symphony of love will play on. Listen with your heart. Isn't it magnificent? And then the prosperity message says, your most precious dreams are not about instant gratification, but enduring prosperity. This is a time to think long-term and engage in continued action. You will experience momentum building as you translate the ebb and flow into slow and steady movement forward. Your efforts, ideas, and hard work now can lead to greater riches that you can imagine. Stoke the fire so that an uninterrupted stream of energy is available to support you in all phases of manifestation. Be assured that you are in the right place right now. You might feel lonely. You might not be getting the invites to things that you want, but you're in the right place right now, because where you are, like I was saying, is helping you to get to that finish line. It's helping you to focus on what you need to focus on. It's reserving your strength, like I said, your energy, to help you make it to that finish line. So group 2, overall, your shadow self wants you to know to release control. Stop trying to control everything in your life, because if you learn to go with the flow, the ebb and flow, like the book was saying, in your life, bringing in a new version of yourself, I feel that doesn't have to react to every little situation that's happening, but can look at things from a wider perspective, find the beauty, find the gift in every situation, every phase of life. then you will be able to start manifesting in the things that you dream of. This time for you is a time of quietness, of stillness, where you can really look into your heart and see what it is that you want. Releasing control of, releasing expectations, I feel like, of how you think things should go. Because how you think they should go is never how they actually turn out. So why not let go of that fear, let go of that worry, and see where Spirit takes you, because they are taking you exactly to the finish line that you have for yourself. You're not alone. This too shall pass. Ground your energy, stay in the present moment, doing what you can in this moment to help you reach that finish line, and Spirit will meet you halfway. You are about to become a master manifester group 2. So push through these emotions, push through these feelings. Control your thoughts, control your emotions. Use that energy, harness that energy to help push you to where you want to go. And you will see some amazing, miraculous events begin to take place in your life. So group 2, these have been your messages from your shadow self. If this resonated, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for sharing your energy with me, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye. Hello, group 3. If you chose this resistance card, these will be the messages from your shadow self. So I have already pulled some oracle cards, which you got a lot of, by the way, and then we will end off with some tarot cards. But resistance, card 22. First off, choose let me know that you need to bring balance. You are probably out of balance in some area of your life, and that is due to the fact that you are resisting the stability that's trying to come in. I feel like you might be juggling a lot of things right now. A lot of things just may feel up in the air, and it might be putting you into a fearful place, a worried place, concerned about what's going to happen next, maybe overthinking, keeping yourself up at night, expecting the worst. But this card is calling you, your shadow self is calling you, first off, to deal with those issues, to get to the root of it, and heal them so that you can learn to better flow. Because the resistance that you're putting in, the negative thinking, the bad self-talk, maybe the catastrophizing, is preventing your miracles from coming in. It's holding you back from getting to where you want to be. And it's making, you should be enjoying the ride right now, and I feel like you're not. And that's due to the worrying, the anxiety, the stress, maybe feeling overwhelmed. You could have been drawn to all the piles today. You're resisting. Stop resisting is what your shadow self wants you to know. But let's get your oracle cards. You have building blocks, card 28. Followed by exchanging gifts, 27. Truth be told in reverse, card 14. Happy Happy in reverse, card 26. Thinker, card 44. Grief. I understand that that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Lead the way, card 12. Be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. And last, the right way, card 21. Learning to create what you desire. I wanted to show itself in reverse. So, group 3, your shadow self wants you to know that you are, like I said, creating resistance to your own stability. Building blocks is about things in your way, things in your life falling away on purpose, being divinely guided to fall away because they are not suited for you. They are not creating that stable foundation that you seek, that you deserve. That's very interesting. Okay, the 22 there reduces to a 4, which is all about stability. You have 2s and 4s all across the board here. Your shadow self wants you to know that it's time to balance yourself out, whether that's your emotions, your mental state, balance your work, have that work-life balance, whatever it is, because you being out of balance is creating an unstable foundation for yourself. You might be grieving something, grieving some sort of loss. This could be a relationship, a person, a job, loss of a dream even. You may want to do some sacral chakra meditations that may help you feel more balanced during this time. Your sacral chakra, I feel like is what is creating this resistance in yourself to whatever is happening in your life right now, because that's your creative center. That's where you birth new ideas, new projects, even new ways of being for yourself. This is like allowing the old parts of yourself, the old beliefs, the limiting beliefs, the parts of yourself that you felt, the parts of yourself that were no longer helping you. You may be grieving losing a part of yourself. And I feel like you're in this energy of just overanalyzing a situation, overanalyzing this loss perhaps. And your shadow self wants you to know that it's not a time to grieve. I mean, yes, you can grieve. Feel your feelings so that you can heal them and move on from them. But it's also an opportunity to appreciate that piece of yourself, that block is no longer in your life. And this is a time for you to really step into the leadership role that you were always meant to be in. You overcoming this, going through this, is what is going to help you to help others in the future. You may have lost a job and now you're like, now what should I do with myself? And you could have always wanted to go into some sort of healing field. Maybe you always wanted to go back to school to be a therapist or a counselor. Now you have the time to do that, right? You're learning to create what it is that you desire. I feel like whatever is falling away in your life right now, it is giving you the opportunity, it is giving you the time, the energy to create what you desire. You've maybe been living your life according to someone else's plans, playing it safe, doing what your family maybe told you to do, or going into that family business, or maybe held yourself back from doing that creative venture, starting that business, whatever it was that you wanted to do out of safety. And now you've lost that thing, or may be about to lose that thing that you put in its place, thinking that was going to give you more stability, more security. But actually that thing was never making you happy. You have to admit the truth to yourself. There was something in your life that really was not fulfilling your needs, was not filling your heart space. And now it is falling away from your life, and you're grieving it and trying to hold on to it. But it was creating a false sense of security. Let it go. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to look at the brighter side of things, to allow yourself to be happy, even though there's so much chaos and so many things are up in the air right now. Try to look at it from a more positive perspective. I hate to say that when things are going wrong, or seemingly going wrong, but those really are the times when Spirit is purposely, the universe is purposely taking things out of our life so that we can create what it is that we want. And also, nothing gets taken from our life that was meant for us, right? Just because this one thing is gone doesn't mean that something better will not come back in its place. And that's what this exchanging gifts is telling me. Once something, whatever has left your life, it's leaving to make room for something that is going to create that stability, create that security, bring more love and fulfillment to your heart. What was I looking at? The happy card states, lighten up, because this is a time to be ridiculous and silly. See the world through the eyes of a clown, and don't take yourself or any situation right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus. Spirit wants to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath and each moment. Miracles lie in the silly things today. Your shadow self is really telling you to lighten up, to not put so much stock, so much emphasis, overthink, worry, grief into the chaos that's in your life right now. Because once the dust settles, you will see how everything worked out beautifully in your favor to help you step into the path, I want to say, that you were always meant to be on. I also have to point out we have 26, 27, 28. You are progressing. You're moving forward, even if it does not look like it. A cycle is definitely ending in your life. And that change is scary. The chaos is a bit scary. But that's okay. Find the positive within the situation. Find that silver lining. Your first card that wanted to fall out is Judgment. That's that resistance coming in. You've been given the perfect opportunity to rise to the occasion, to step up, Go after what it is that you desire to create the best life possible for you. And you're stuck grieving, stuck looking at everything that's happening in this moment, honing in on this one little piece of the puzzle instead of looking at the overall puzzle, finding that silver lining, finding the opportunities within it. You're going to be receiving some sort of gift from the universe soon. This could be, I don't know, that opportunity, that job that you want. This could be going back to school, finding that right program. If a relationship has left your life, it could be a new person coming into your life. But you're going to miss out on it if you're still focusing on these little pieces of the puzzle. Find joy, find happiness. Laugh at the situation. You staying positive is going to bring in so much goodness for you. So rise to the occasion. You're really being called to rise to the occasion. Control your thoughts, control your emotions. Find that silver lining. What you're about to create, what you're about to bring in for yourself, it's going to inspire others. I feel like it's going to tell others, show others that they can do the same thing, that they can live their dreams. They can accomplish their goals. Be gentle with yourself at this time. Be gentle with yourself and the situation that you're going through, maybe even people involved, if there are other people involved. Admit the truth to yourself that whatever is falling away, you didn't even want anyway. Deep down, it wasn't making you happy. It wasn't fulfilling you. Okay, no other cards want to come out. Judgment. Rise to the occasion. You're resisting this change, and this change is a good change for you. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. You're about to step into this position of leadership, of maybe being a mentor, helping others to see the bright side in the situation, the positive in a situation. Maybe even becoming a business owner, if that's what you're looking to do. Stepping into that leadership role within a new organization, within career. Maybe stepping up and becoming the breadwinner of your family is going to be different for everyone, but you are about to inspire others. You're about to become that leading character, that main character in your own life, in your own story. I feel like the things that you thought that you could never do, never accomplish, even though secretly you wanted to, you're about to do it. You just have to get out of your own way and rise to the occasion. So group 3, these have been your messages from your shadow self. If this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you sharing your energy with me, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Goodbye.